just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. Looking now at some numbers for Jaden McDaniels.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Podziemski out there with Suggs. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Sarr in its center. And for New York, Lou Dort out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
Hartenstein up top, covered by Sarr. Hartenstein passes to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock, shoots. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, this is what Isaiah Hartenstein does, right? He just keeps working on the glass. Both ends, nicely done.
Back to Podziemski. There's the pick. Kicks it out to Leonard. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Dort. He had 15 points last outing, and the 3 ball is good.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Pass to Buzelis. McDaniels against Leonard. Now, Sarr. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Dort, left side. Now Hartenstein. Dort with a screen for DiVincenzo. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Exactly what DiVincenzo out here to do. Spread the floor.
Outside Leonard. Back to Suggs. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Hartenstein. McDaniels outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen on Suggs. DiVincenzo with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Clock at 4. Here's McDaniels. And Sarr pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 6. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Suggs. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 5 now.
And Leonard knows that corner 3 is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
Outside, Dort. Back to DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
McDaniels with the ball. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson passes to Hartenstein. McDaniels.
There's a reason this guy has won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. How much pressure can he guard with? My goodness.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5. Now Buzelis Pass to Suggs. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Fifth on the list, Alex Sarr.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, and he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Podziemski. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Suggs. The Knicks pull it in. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Inside, and it's Podziemski in the corner. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
McDaniels gets to Robinson.
Whoa, Mitchell Robinson off the dribble drive. Okay.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Mitchell Robinson at the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
That one misses. And Doris, when he's feeling good, Kawhi Leonard, still one of the toughest matchups in the NBA.
You know what, Kevin? The way he's battled through injuries and the game's still important enough to him that he's stuck around. And you're so right. When he is healthy, he remains a two-way force. This guy is an absolute Hall of Famer. Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Hartenstein up top. Covered by Sarr. DiVincenzo passes to Hartenstein. Shoots over Podziemski. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
But you see, Hartenstein keeps the game simple. Close shot, make the bucket. Simple.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
Here's Sarr. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Sarr's got 7 points in the game. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to DiVincenzo. They get it back, and we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. It's Dort on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's McDaniels. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He has 5. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Leonard. McDaniels defending. Sarr with a screen on McDaniels. Leonard looking over the floor. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen on Leonard. Back to Hartenstein. Lays it up off the glass. Hartenstein's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Suggs. No scoring in this one. Pass to Podziemski. Sarr with the screen on Dort. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
Suggs passes to Leonard. Pass to Sarr. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 9 points for Alex Sarr.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, it's the activity of Hartenstein on the interior that makes the defender react and puts him in a tough spot.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Knicks. Durant comes in for Dort. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, there are so many things to admire about Hartenstein's game. Excellent passer, unselfish on the offensive end, makes floaters at a ridiculous level, and boy, do you know you're going to get a high level of defense and physicality nightly.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
The first one falls.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion, boy, what a career he has had.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. The Knicks leading by 3. Green with a screen for Durant. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, capitalizing on the interior, Kevin Durant is a handful if he's got position.
Love outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Durant with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. A wide open look here for Caruso. Nails the corner 3.
And they've done a good job on the offensive glass.
Outside, Suggs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Knicks. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You know, it's been interesting to see both clubs really clamping down with their pressure on the ball defensively. I mean, forcing turnovers and then getting out in transition to score.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for New York. Bol. He's checked in for Hartenstein, and Marcus Smart has subbed in for Robinson. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. New York leading by 6. Outside Durant. Pass to Caruso. Paxson coming off the assist from Katie. Caruso's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Knicks. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not. Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
The Knicks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Abaji's checked in. .112 left to play here in the first. Durant feeling it out a bit. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Here's Abaji. Pass to Champagnie. Down low. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
Outside Durant. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pirtle with a screen on Caruso. Lopez with the steal. Now here's Smart. He's tightly guarded. Swiped it away. Pass to Abaji. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Royce O'Neal. He's out there with Pirtle, and it's Love in at the 2 guard. And let's go courtside. There's some news on Dante DiVincenzo. Allie, take it away.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Knicks about his status. It's not good. A broken ankle. Potential surgery needed to stabilize it. Losing someone in the middle of a season is never easy. They'll definitely have to rethink some things moving forward. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we thank you for the report. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Shot by Champagnie, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Green. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Up against Smart. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And Pirtle able to finish.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Durant down low. Guarded by O'Neal. Brown with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Spencer. Scoreless thus far. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Durant, the pass to Green. Now here's Smart. Some nice passing by New York here. O'Neal with the steal. Here's Spencer, defended by Caruso. Smart against Love. Birtle sets the pick for Love. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Smart. And the rejection by Love. Here's Champagnie, guarded by Green. Outside, O'Neal. Pass to Pirtle, 6 to shoot. And here's Love for 3. It's hauled in by Bryant.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
And here is Caruso. He's got 6. Here's Green. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Now, here's Dort. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Jaden McDaniels. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And let's review some numbers for Kawhi Leonard. And, of course, a knockdown shooter from the perimeter, ranking 3rd in field goal percentage from beyond.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. That's why he's 2nd in the league in free throw percentage. Now, here's McDaniel. 5 points in the game. Caruso, a screen on Leonard. Here's McDaniels, and it's blocked.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Durant, that's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Leonard against McDaniel. And a wide open look for Shaw. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Knicks leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, that's blocked.
Terrific awareness by Alex Sarr. That is protecting your rim, folks.
Pass to Buzelis. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Podziemski's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, read the floor. You kick it out to the open shooter. It's a simple game.
Durant kicks to Robinson. It's stolen by Buzelis. Now Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Pass to Dort. New York moving the ball around. nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 10 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Durant, the pass to Dort. To the inside. And stolen by Sarr. And they're on the break. Here's Podziemski. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Suggs, he's checked in for the 76ers. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Isaiah Hartenstein, number 1.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Robinson. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The 76ers trail by 6. Outside Leonard from deep. Knicks with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Leonard. Kawhi with the flush.
We've seen this script before. Kawhi Leonard starts early and continues throughout the course of the night. Defense is in for a long haul.
Dort passes to KD. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Kevin Durant has absorbed a big-time scoring role everywhere he's been. This guy is so special offensively.
Pass to Podziemski. Sarr in the high post. And Sarr throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Dort gets to Durant. Robinson sets a screen for KD. Kevin Durant, bullseye. Money on the 3.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Suggs passes to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Derek White and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Well, Lou Dort sprints the floor, taking advantage of good defense by his teammate to get an easy opportunity.
Steps back. Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Pass to Durant. For the 3. They get it again. Robinson kicks to Dort. Suggs with the steal. Sarr with the screen on Dort. Suggs looking around, and Leonard has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Sarr sets the screen for Leonard. Here's Suggs. And the three off target.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now here's Durant. He's defended by Podziemski. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Hartenstein, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for New York. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
This is a good list, but I want to see a 35-year-old category. Let the vets have some fun, too. Come on, man.
Well, you need to lower the rim to 8 feet if you want that.
And get a medic on standby, too. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the 76ers.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And, boy, this young guy has done just that.
New York leading by 7. So with Durant sitting on the bench. This is the group Mike Brown has right now. Robinson is out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Caruso in at the point.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
First team foul.
On defense, New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard.
Aggressive on the defensive end by Jaden McDaniels. Boy, he makes that shooter work.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Right wing. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Suggs. To the middle. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Caruso looking for an opening. Dort finds Caruso. Back to Dort from the arc. Podziemski grabs the board. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Buzelis. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Love the pass from Suggs. Boy, his court awareness is really impressive.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's Buzelis, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Knicks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Well, there's tremendous length when it comes to Jaden McDaniels. And off the dribble drive at the cup, he's tough.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 17. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Pass to Suggs. Now Buzelis. Suggs dishes to Leonard. Offline with his three.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The 76ers trail by 11. Sarr finds Suggs. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Sarr. A three from Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniel sent it in.
Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Buzelis with the ball, guarded by Robinson. Sarr with a screen on George. Shot clock at 6. Right side, Suggs hits the three-point bomb. Suggs has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back over to you guys.
Crossing over the borders. Allie, we thank you very much. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top three-point shooting wingman in the league. Kawhi Leonard on top.
He is a sharpshooter, guys. I mean, no doubt about that. Just who you want roaming on the wing and waiting for the defense to fall asleep.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You cannot be overzealous when you're trying to guard Jalen Suggs. He's so crafty, so good at drawing fouls.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
You know, Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Now here's Caruso. He's got 8. Caruso sets the screen for McDaniel. Outside for Robinson. Here's Hartenstein. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 10. In the corner, it's Sarr. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Sarr's got 20.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
Now, here's George. He's defended by Podziemski. Door the screen on Suggs. Caruso, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Jalen Suggs. He's averaging 15 points a game, just over 2 steals and 4 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And he sinks the second.
A really talented youngster. Mantas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The 76ers trail by 6. To the wing on the left. Buzelis with the ball. Robinson on him. And McDaniels, here we go. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. KD's checked in for New York. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the 76ers. Pass to Caruso. Sarr against Durant. To the paint. It's tipped. Poeltl with the steal. Here's Suggs. Defended by Caruso. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Suggs. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Dort misses.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Pass to Sarr. Here's Podziemski. Pocket 6. Sarr with the screen on George. Sarr gets the bucket. Sarr's got 22.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Durant with the screen on Suggs. To stop the drought. Durant, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Suggs passes to Sarr. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Sarr.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
The Knicks with the lead. Durant with it. Now defended by Sarr. And the dunk by Robinson.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Nice shot by Poeltl.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside, George. Caruso sets the screen for George. Pass to KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
Here's Sarr. Poeltl sets the pick for Sarr. Goes back up. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Poeltl.
This team loves it when Poeltl can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Here's Durant. It's blocked. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down hard.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Here's Dort. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 9.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Down low, deflects the pass. Poeltl, the pass to Sarr.
When a guy who's 7 foot brings skill to the game, he can really start to hurt a defense. Alex Sarr doing work right now.
Durant against Sarr. Now here's Durant. Tight defense on him. Pass to Sarr. Here's Suggs. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Caruso, the pass to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And the dunk by Poeltl.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hartenstein's checked in for Robinson. Green comes in for McDaniel. Smart's checked in for George. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Alex Caruso. Here's Durant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
And New York making a change here. Caruso's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Champagne's checked in. To the inside, Poeltl. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Poeltl's got the lead up to 1 now for the 76ers. New York's got 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Oh, my goodness. With authority, I say Hartenstein.
Leonard against Green. Poeltl with a screen on Smart. Back to Leonard. Pass to Champagnie. Kicks it out to Love. Now Leonard. Here's Champagnie. Guarded by KD. And that one drops for him. And the 76ers lead by 1. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Alexander Sarr getting it done for the Philadelphia 76ers. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so, in the game for the 76ers, you've got Jakob Poeltl and it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. The Knicks shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
Now, here's Leonard. It's rebounded by New York.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as the block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Smart against Love. It's Smart with the drive. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, that's an example of the strength of Marcus Smart. He barrels into the defense in order to pick up the foul.
Thompson, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Both shots good from the stripe.
And you know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
Now here's Poeltl. Inside. And that one's good. Champagnie.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the inside. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 6 assists in the game. So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 3. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Love outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, we're accustomed to seeing Kawhi as the finisher, not necessarily known as a passer, but boy, what a pass right there.
Smart passes to KD. Contact will not stop Durant.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Spencer, guarded by Smart. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Sarr's checked in. Here's Hartenstein. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Leonard the pass to Purdy. Now Sarr, guarded by Robinson. Love against KD. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Nice move. Durant gets it done inside.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day.
Spencer, the pass to Leonard. And that one is good. Leonard's got 19 points.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
The 76ers trail by 4. To the paint. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Craig especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Catching up on the changes for New York. McDaniels comes in for Green. And it's Dort in for Smart. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Buzelis. And here's Leonard. Sarr with a screen on McDaniel. Leonard finds Suggs. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
You see Suggs' willingness on the catch to be ready to release quickly. You've got to be decisive, and he was.
Now here's Durant. Here's McDaniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And McDaniels drops them both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Podziemski. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's blocked.
Alex Sarr has such incredible length and great defensive instincts. That's a big-time block.
And it's Suggs missing. New York leading by 4. Outside, Dort. To the wing right side. Hartenstein finds Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. They grab their own miss. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Podziemski. The 76ers with another miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
New York, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Sarr against Durant. Saw the pass to Suggs. The shot missing. Nice defense from McDaniel. Pass to Robinson. And here is Dort. He's covered by Leonard. Robinson passes to Durant. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's 31 points for Kevin Durant. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Alex Caruso is checked in for the Knicks. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Leonard. To end the cold streak, he takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
We're seeing the offensive side of Kawhi tonight. One of the all-time great two-way players.
McDaniels kicks to Caruso. Hartenstein with the screen for Caruso. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And he comes up with the deuce.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Caruso. They get it back. Here's Dort. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Jakob Poeltl's check in for Buzout.
Number 19, Jakob Poeltl.
The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Suggs. Outside, Leonard. Back to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer. Good.
Jalen Suggs, a big-time bucket. This guy is fearless.
Now McDaniel. Now here's Caruso. Hartenstein inside. Poeltl's there. Does not go.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Jumps up, and he gets off the break with the jam.
How big time was that from Lou Dort? So strong, so good.
Leonard against McDaniel. Left side, Leonard. From 17 feet away, Dort with the rebound.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Poeltl with a screen on Caruso. Here's Leonard. Poeltl. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Now Robinson. 1:27 left in the fourth. Now Caruso. Shoots it up. And they get it back. Dort with a screen for McDaniel. And there's the 3.
Yeah, McDaniel's really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
The 76ers trail by 9. Outside Leonard. Now Sarr. 55 seconds left in the game.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Now Hartenstein. Dort with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Caruso against Suggs. The long shot, no good.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Now, McDaniels. So it's New York picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
Kevin.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much.